How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live for this Saturday evening. We are in May 3rd today. May's going slow. Very slow month for the day. Welcome to the show. This is where we do a week in review of the tech stories that I covered throughout the week for a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday show. We did not do a Monday show. We just did a Wednesday and a Wednesday and a Friday show. So we're going to talk about those two things today. How's it going? I'm glad you guys I'm glad we have people in the chat early today. I appreciate you being here. This is kind of a laxed show we do on the weekends here. Not so formal. I mean, not that my show during the week is formal at all. I mean, if you know me, but it's more formal than this for sure. Let's give a big shout out to Mr. Media who's in the chat right now, and we got Sudeep. How's it going? Glad you could join. Appreciate you being here. So let's go ahead and get into the stories that we covered for Wednesday, shall we? All right, so Wednesday stories. So let's look at what we have here on the display. I don't have a normal lighting setup here today. We still have some light outside. It's staying lighter longer, so no lights needed today. But what we do have is the tech headlines for Wednesday's show, which was 109. I started numbering the shows. I don't know if anyone noticed. I started numbering the shows. I figured everyone else is numbering their live shows and podcasts, so I figured I'd number mine. I'm pretty sure we're way past 109. Well, no, we're at 111 today. I'm sure we're way past 111 shows. I'm absolutely sure of it. But I just started randomly numbering at 100 because I realized, okay, have I made 100 of these lives yet? Yes, then we're starting at 100, and then we'll build from there. All right. Anyway, show number 109 happened on Wednesday. We covered tech headlines, which was basically a lot of little stories that we covered or that were coming up Wednesday, basically about the tariffs. Essentially, that's what all the stories for Wednesday was about or relating to that. eInk stuff we covered. We covered tech updates for Viwoods. So Viwoods AI paper had a 3.6 update. So if you have a Viwoods AI paper, definitely update your device. I went over a lot of the features that I liked in that update, and I liked a lot. There is a lot to like. So if you haven't seen that, definitely go and check that out. It's really enlightening. Like I said, it changed my mind about how I feel about Viwoods' AI paper tablet, their eInk tablet. They've added substantial updates to it, so definitely check that out if you're interested in Viwoods. We did Tab XC conversation. What to expect from the Tab XC? Like, we really don't know still. There's a lot of leaks out there. A lot of people have seen the device, looked at the device. It's not officially out yet, but people have had hands on it and have given their opinions on it. So there's some information out there about the Tab XC from Boox if you're interested in a 13.3 inch color eInk device. That might be the one for you. And also, we're talking about the USI standard. So the USI standard got covered that day because we also talked about the Go 7 and whether that was shipping yet. So let's go ahead and get a graphic up here because I feel weird just talking in my head. We got Boox. Go 7. There we go. Oh, that's a great graphic. Oh, that's a great graphic right there. We'll use that. Let's use it. Oh, I'm not even sure if that's not even where it should be. Let's get it down here, chat. The Boox Go 7, we're gonna throw that up here. I keep looking at Amazon to see if it's available there. All right, let's keep it here. That's a good graphic right there. Bam, we'll keep that. Okay, so we covered a lot of the Boox releases that are happening with the Tab XC and the Go 7 series of devices and the new USI standard that they're going with. Sudep said he's using Boox and Supernote. Me too. I get clowned for doing that. So I'm glad there's someone else out there who does that. But yeah, so we covered the USI standard and how it is it better? Is it worse? Why did Boox decide or Onyx decide to go with that standard for their pens for this particular or these particular devices? Is this going to be an ongoing thing? Are they going to keep going with USI? Are they never going back to Wacom for their tablets moving forward? These are all things we don't know. These are all things we covered and talked about and discussed in Wednesday's show. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. Hey, how's it going, Ed? Ed just joined the chat. Game night here, but thought I would say, hey, and look at your new state. No doubt. I figured Ed was shooting shot. If I had a, you know what? If I had a gunshot, sound effect, I would use it right now. Ed was firing straight shots. He had buckets of ammo in Discord today. It was hilarious. But yeah, in honor of Ed, and his Rambo move today, his first blood move today, I figured I'd throw the Indiana shirt on. Well, thanks for joining, Ed. I know you can't stay. Enjoy the family, and I'll see you sometime soon for sure. All right, what else did we cover? Let's check out the other stuff we covered for Wednesday. Wednesday, Go Color 7 shipping yet. So last time I checked the Go Color 7 Wednesday, they hadn't shipped that particular device on Amazon yet. I'm not even sure if they were shipping from their device, their site, because I think did they run out of those, or were they on hold for shipping them? We're going to check both of those right now. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get a Go 7 from the site right now. Let's see here. And for I was talking to Jay earlier about the USI standard, and he was wondering where they said that the pen was exclusive. I just went to the advertisement there. I clicked on to learn more about the pen, and then if you go down to compatibility, it says that the USI stylus for the Go 7 is only compatible with the Go 7 and the Go Color 7 2nd gen. Which led me to think that it was exclusive technology, but we've got some information that says that it's not exclusive. So jury's still out on that, but we're still looking. Here we go. Go Color 7. Let's see if we can buy it. The black to be shipped around May 7th. That you can't get the white one. The white one isn't available yet. Oh, is it? Oh, it is available. The white should be shipped around the 7 too. There's some information around the Go Color 7s that Jay released in the Discord as well. Jay's like an investigative journalist. I'm serious. If I had the money to hire Jay to just do journalism, I would. Dude's good at it. He's real good. But anyway, the white version seems to be a different coating on the display than what is available on the black. I don't remember what that difference was exactly. But there is a slight difference in the coating that they put on there. One's slicker than the other, I guess, which makes no sense to me. Why would you differentiate the texture of the film you put on the display by the color? And then not say that. Like, don't make that a point. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense at all for me. Free accessories are subject to the bundle at the time of purchase. Please choose a warehouse in the area first to avoid tariffs on the import goods. If you choose the Hong Kong warehouse, some countries may levy tariffs on imported goods from Hong Kong. Okay. I think we all know what that's about right there. All right, so what did we talk about? Else did we talk about on Wednesday? Wednesday, we talked about the best eInk device for first-time buyers. Spoiler, I think we came to a unanimous decision that Remarkable was probably the best choice for various reasons, but that's not set in stone, though. That's not set in stone. A lot of these devices can be first-time user. I mean, not a Boox device. Don't give a first-time eInk user a Boox device, and like, unless they're super nerdy, unless you know that they'd like to dig in the weeds, then that might be a good option. We talked about Boox organizational skills. Are they better now? Absolutely not. But it's, they've gotten better. They're just not better. I don't know if that even makes sense, but there we go. Daesung Paperlight 3K. Let's take a look at this. This was interesting. The 13K. There we go. So we talked about the Daesung 13K. I mean, these things are expensive, right? I think we pretty much came to the consensus that these things are expensive as crap. But also, if you needed this, that price isn't, that price wouldn't be a sticking point. I think we kind of came to that conclusion as well. Like, if that was something you really, really needed for medical purposes or something like that, maybe strain on the eye is a really big problem for you. Maybe it causes migraines, things like that. I think this would be a perfect solution for someone who needed something special like this. But for everyday users, I don't think this is like that big of a deal. I do want to try one though. I do want to try one. We looked at the design of one of them. I think, where are they at? They're not going to show that one. So we looked at the design of one of these that I did not like. There we go. No, that's not the one. Okay, there was a design that I didn't like, but everyone else seemed to like on Wednesday's show. If you're interested in that, definitely check out Wednesday's show. And we talked about Fragment. Let's take a look at Fragment again. No, it wasn't Fragment. It was Figment, and I just don't know how I messed that up. It was Figment. Let me go change that in the description, actually. There we go. Figment. Changed. All right. So we had Figment. And we don't want Figment, the character for Disney. We want Figment eInk. Okay, there we go. Figment. It's an eInk gaming console. It's a little too big and cumbersome for me to really put my stamp of approval on or even want one myself. But I think it's a great idea. There's other devices like this as well. It's basically a text gaming device. And we talked about gaming PCs and how gaming back in the days on PCs was introduced like through MUDs. And MUDs were like multi-user dialogue. Oh, MUD. Let's see. I forget what MUD stands for. All right, so we got MUD. MUD stands for multi-user dungeon. I said multi-user dialogue. Oh my God. Multi-user dungeon, text-based role-playing games. So MUDs were a precursor to modern MMORPGs, the graphical ones that we play today. So this was way back in the day. But this particular Fig device reminds me of MUDs because, like I said, all of the games on here are pretty much text-based. And that's how MUDs were back in the early PC gaming days. Anyway, very interesting. So if you want to see more about that, check out Wednesday's show. Let's go ahead and talk about what we talked about on Friday. All right, so Friday show. What do we got here? So Friday show, we talked about Supernote resumes shipments. So Supernote resumed shipments on the 2nd, which was yesterday. So May 2nd was the day that Supernote resumed their shipments on accessories and devices that they sell. They stopped it for a short period of time to find out what the tariffs would be like. So now that they've been levied and like they've gone into play since the 2nd, they know what the pricing is going to be. So they started sending things to the U.S. again through their online store. What else we got here? We also talked about the de minimis ends. So there's a de minimis rule that was talked about. That was one of the reasons Supernote was holding off on the sales was because this de minimis rule, which levies a higher tax on imports that are over $800 and less taxes, or not taxes, less tariffs, and what do they call those? Tariffs and duties that are levied on things that are below the $800 de minimis threshold. So that went away. So it didn't matter if things were under $800 or over. It didn't matter if parcels were under $800 or over $800 after the 2nd. That wasn't a thing. And so yeah, the de minimis loophole that a lot of companies were taking advantage of to send goods to the U.S. to avoid the tariffs. That's a done deal. Which is sad. What else we got here? We got handwriting boost reading skills. So there was a study done that talked about whether writing helped the reading skills of reading age children who were just starting to learn how to read. And so they did a test and a study for children who were using writing to capture information and children who were typing to register information, and they figured out that the ones who used writing instead of typing learned to read at a better clip and a faster pace than ones that were not. Now I don't know how do you test kids that are typing and writing with the reading? I guess they would know letters. I don't know. They were testing them on I guess new material. But if you want to see that study, we talked about it and showed it on Friday's show, so you can go and check that out. That was show number 110, if you're looking. Next thing we talked about was tech price raising. A lot of these things are tariff based. Tech, and which affects every aspect of the industry, right? So that's kind of like what it is, right? So we talked about tech prices rising across the board. So Microsoft raising prices of a lot of their products. More importantly, we were talking about the Xbox system, the gaming system, rising in price between, depending on what Xbox system you have, the price was raised between $80 and $100. And the prices of Xbox games went up to about $80 in cost from like $50, honestly. Huge rise in prices for things across the board. Apple also, I think Apple was affected by this too. They're losing because of the tariffs. I think $900 million in that last particular quarter, or they are projected to lose that amount of money because of the tariffs. It's a lot going on right now, and a lot of people are losing money, and people are having to pay more money, which I guess that means people are losing money too, in so facto. But yeah, a lot of tariff stuff going on. Notebook LM gets an app. So we talked about Notebook LM a little while ago. Now, this is important because let's go to Notebook LM actually. Oh, can I pull it up? Yeah, we can. Let's take a look at Notebook LM. All right, so actually, I might want to pull Notebook LM up on my phone. Will that even work? Let's take a look. All right, here we go. Yeah, I can do that. All right, so can we see this? Oh, we probably cannot. Can we? Oh, we can. All right, so as you can see here, I have Notebook LM here. It's an app on my phone, right? I can click on that app icon and it'll take me to Notebook LM. So, but Notebook LM on your phone, even though you go to the App Store to download it to your phone, it's not an app, a localized app like YouTube is on your phone, or maybe even your podcast apps are. Any app you got on your phone is typically an app. But Notebook LM, even though you download it from the Play Store or the App Store if you're an iPhone user, it's not a local app. This is a web app. So essentially, when you click on that icon, it's just taking you to a web page that's designed to look like an app, right? Because that knows people are going to come to that page through a phone. So once you click on the icon, it takes you to the app, and that's what that is. So, all right. So back to Notebook LM though. I was explaining that to Ed earlier, and I felt like it would be important to kind of make that distinction on the live as well for people who are listening to the story. They may not understand that even though the app is coming out on the 20th, and mind you, Google I/O is also happening on the 20th, so a lot of news is going to happen on the 20th. And I think I may do a live show on the 20th. Let's check out when the 20th is exactly. What date does the 20th fall on? It makes me so mad that Apple makes you sign into all kind of crazy stuff just to look at a calendar. It makes me so mad. Okay, all right. Let's go to the calendar on here. Oh, do I have a calendar page up? Calendar. All right, so the 20th is on a Tuesday. So I'm not scheduled to do a live that day, but I just might. Just to talk about all the new information that's coming out on the 20th. But anyway, the new app launching in the App Store and on Google Play Store is coinciding with Google I/O happening on the 20th. So the app will really be released on the 20th, and it should run better. That's the point of having an actual dedicated app that you have on your phone. It should run better. Aaron says, yes, do a live show on the 20th. I think I will. I mean, that's the point of doing live shows. Like, at some point, I'm going to stop doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday lives, and I'm just going to do one live a week. And then I'll do impromptu lives, probably, like this. Like, it'll be an impromptu live because there's an event happening that I want to talk about. So my lives are going to be subjugated to, like, things like that. One weekly, and also when important things are happening, I'll also be doing a live for those events. So anyway, yeah, I think I will do a live on the 20th as well. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. What else we got here? We have The 100-year modular pen. So we talked about a modular pen that's supposed to last 100 years. We're tablet users who take notes in this space. So a lot of people are really not tech heads, but a lot of people, tech heads, of course, but a lot of people are also pen heads. Like they like really nice pens. And I thought that might be interesting to see and to talk about on the show. And we talked about that on Friday. So check that out if you're interested in a very nice standard modular pen. And by modular, I mean you can change the grip on this pen. You can change the nib on the pen to be a fountain pen nib. You can change it to be a calligraphy pen nib. You can change it to be a ballpoint pen nib. You can change the body to different materials, right? So there's a lot of modularity going with this. There's a lot of modularity going with this. Yeah, 3 a week is still a lot. Absolutely. It's been fun though. But the thing is, Aaron, I've loved doing the lives because it's taught me so much. If I didn't go so hard on the lives, it would have taken me so long to learn what I learned in this. I think it's been like almost a 6 month. It's been about 6 months since I've been doing lives. I've been doing pretty consistent lives for like 6 months now, and there was no way I would have gotten all the information I got about lives, how to do them, what's good, what's not, if I hadn't like jumped all in on that. So yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I would do it again that way if I had to. All right. Anthropic brings integrations to Claude, and I'm excited. Absolutely. So if you don't know, Claude is an AI that's mainly based for enterprise, or mainly marketed for enterprise consumers. Not really mainstream consumer facing AI like maybe Google Gemini is, or more widely known is probably ChatGPT. So what's going on, Mashup Mike? How's it going? Good to see you. So those are things that so those are AI that are like mainstream, that are consumer facing. Anthropic makes Claude, and Claude is more for the enterprise market. The way I see it is like, I don't know, Apple's in an enterprise now too. So, but back in the day, Apple wasn't in an enterprise. BlackBerry was. BlackBerry killed in an enterprise. Security reasons, infrastructure reasons, they had it going on for mobile. And Apple was not considered in that space at all. I remember speaking to IT professionals back when the iPhone first launched, and they were like, absolutely no way we're going to switch to this thing. Like even I think even maybe 5 years after the iPhone release, it still wasn't being used in the enterprise. Now it is though. Now it's gotten to a point to where it's kind of proliferated through the enterprise market. But through any event, that's how I see Anthropic and all the other AI companies. Anthropic is enterprise, everybody else is consumer. Not that the other competitors don't do enterprise stuff. They do. I'm just saying most people know Gemini and ChatGPT. Most people do not know Anthropic and Claude. But most businesses do. So yeah. And they do a good job in that space. I do, right? You know? Ed put me on with this. Ed hit me up and put me on with this Indiana shirt. It's great. It looks. I love maroon. I love the color maroon. I used to have a maroon coat back in the day. I wore that thing everywhere. I don't know what happened to that coat. That coat was awesome. I wore it. Man, now I'm feeling nostalgia for the maroon coat I used to have. All right. Next we have Remarkable update. So we talked about Remarkable's update that they had. It was a beta update, so not an update for everyone. And it was also just an update for the Remarkable 2. I don't have that information on hand, what the update number exactly was, but I did mention it on Friday's show. So if you want that information, go to Friday's show. Also, like I said, though, that was an update that had already come to the Paper Pro, but I was mentioning it because it had just come to the Remarkable 2 a week after it came to the Remarkable Paper Pro, which I thought was odd. They usually launch both updates updates for both devices at the same time, simultaneous release, but this wasn't that in this time. I also talked about USI. So we talked about the USI standard. You know what though? I am doing a write-up on USI for this video that I'm making. And this video, I'm gonna release this video this week on USI so I can start getting the video train rolling. and the USI is going to kick it off for me. Although I wanted to start with something else wholeheartedly. Let's see what we got here. All right, so I talked about the USI standard and how there are 4 principles of the USI standard that the consortium itself, USI, as a standard and as a alliance of companies, a consortium. I love that word. So there's some things that there are 4 things that this consortium is selling USI on, right? One of those things being cost. We talked about the cost. One of those things being interoperability. Well, let's just talk about those. And if you want to see more or in detail, you can check out Friday's show. So we talked about costs, and they want it to be affordable. I think I mentioned that the president of the actual consortium for USI stated in an interview that he wanted the cost of these USI stylus to be around or under $20. That's not what we see with cost. So one of the things they are selling USI on is affordability. And it's affordable in some instances, but it's not across the board, right? Affordability. Another one of the things is interoperability, and we covered the fact that a lot of these stylus, especially how they're being used in the eInk market, aren't compatible with other makers' tablets. And if in the case of the Go 7, like I just showed you, now we don't know exactly if the Go 7 pen works on the Tab XC. There's some information that says it does. I don't trust it until I see it. But because on Onyx's own site, they say that the Go 7 pen or stylus isn't compatible with anything other than the Go 7 series. They make it a point to say that. So until I see otherwise, I'm going to believe what the company is saying. I'm going to believe the company knows what they're talking about, and that's what it is. But anyway, so we got interoperability, which is not really a thing in the space right now. So cost isn't effective as one of their strong points. Interoperability is definitely not one of the strong points, even though they sell the devices under these 2 points, right? The third point they're selling the devices under is, or the standard under is, quality. Now, we did some tests on quality. I'm going to do some more tests on quality for the video I'm making. I got some nice insight from Ed on things that I could try to kind of make it a little more level of a playing field. So I'm going to do those things. I'll implement those into the new test. But the quality, I'll give it that. The quality is at least on par with Wacom. I was going to talk big crap about it that day, but I couldn't because I showed an example of it, and it wasn't that bad. It was better than what Wacom was producing in some instances. The Go 10.3 came along and destroyed it, as it does, because it's the GOAT. But, other than the Go 10.3 destroying the Paper Pro, the Supernote didn't handle the straight lines as well. And also, what other device that we use? Oh, the non USI, the Wacom Remarkable 2. So we tested the Remarkable 2 line straightness. We tested the Supernote line straightness, and then we tested the GOAT line straightness against the Remarkable Paper Pro. And I'm telling you, the GOAT won. It won hands down. It won the test, and it's Wacom. So, but yeah, the quality is there, so I can't knock that. So out of the 3 things that they really they don't market on the 4th one. I'm gonna throw the 4th one in there, but they're really marketed on 3 things: affordability, interoperability, and quality. And only only one of those 3 things is true to me. They ain't all affordable. I mean, we can look at Boox's $45 stylus and say, yeah, that's not $20. I mean, $45 ain't super expensive, right? But we can get $20, $30 stylus out there in the Wacom realm. And if you look at the Paper Pro, the Remarkable Paper Pro, their stylus is $129. Now, I can call that expensive, and I don't know many people who would debate that. But that doesn't seem cost effective to me. So maybe it's cost effective for the manufacturers, the OEMs, but it's not cost effective for the end user. And that's what they should be servicing, right? Because USI markets themselves, or they are marketing themselves pretty heavily to the education market, like getting into schools like Chromebooks, like, actually not getting into schools like Chromebook. They're actually bundling USI stylus with Chromebooks in the schools. And in that case, I don't know what they're buying them for, but they're probably getting the cheaper ones that are on. Like, we've seen some cheaper ones on Amazon that I showed on Friday's show too. So there's a lot. None of us are using $20 EMR pens. I get it. I get it, Aaron. I know. But you could. If you wanted to, you could. And that's the thing right there. You can do it if you want to. What else we got? Oh, the last thing was thinness. So I said, you know what? I went back and looked at the show on Friday, and I said some things that I should clarify here. I said incel like 80 times. Listen, I just saw Adolescence, okay? I mean, I just watched Adolescence. I don't need some incels. And let's be clear. When I say incel, I'm talking about inside cells, CELL, like inside a cell. I'm not talking about involuntary celibates. You guys chill out. If that's you, I'm not talking about you. I'm not calling anyone an incel. I'm just saying the incel technology. But now that I've cleared that up, I don't want an adolescence moment, okay? I don't need no little kid running around trying to get at me because I said incel, okay? Calm down. We're all friends here. Oh, may the 4th be with you. It's too early, Owen. But you know what? We're not gonna be on live tomorrow, so you know what? It's appropriate. May the 4th be with you too as well, Owen. Thank you. I'm gonna be saying that all day tomorrow. I might even do a live for like 1 minute just to say, may the 4th be with you all. Have a good day. I may do that for 1 minute. Actually, I am going to do that for 1 minute. I'm going to do a live. I don't know what time I'm going to do it, but I'm going to pop in, have a 5-minute lead up time, pop in for a minute. May the 4th be with you, and I'm out. I care about such things. Last thing on the USI thing. So we talked about thinness. The thinness you can get thinner devices with USI, okay? That is possible because USI works with in-cell technology. And what in-cell is, it's a display technology. There's out-cell, which every layer in the display is a separate layer. There's on-cell, where one of the touch layers is combined with the LCD screen. You put a layer of glass on top of that, and then there's a 3D touch layer below that. Okay, so that's only 3 layers. So you go from 4 layers to 3 layers. Off cell, 4 layers. On cell, 3 layers. In cell, 2 layers. You got the LCD that's combined with both of the touch capacitive layers, and then you only have a glass panel over that. So that's the deal. That is a deal for thinness. Now, the problem is with that, you can get thinner devices with USI because it's just like I said, USI is compatible with in-cell technology. The problem is that's an LCD technology, not an eInk technology. eInk can't even take advantage of the in-cell technology. It can't take advantage of the thinness because it's 2 different technologies that eInk displays, because of the electrophoretic nature, won't. Electrophoretic. There we go. Bam. I almost messed that up. Electrophoretic nature of eInk, it's not compatible with that kind of that in-cell technology. So we won't get thinner devices because of USI. Will we get thinner devices? Most likely, but it won't be because USI. Let's go to the chat. Actual. How's it going? Already May 4th on this side of the pond. My bad. My bad, bro. Owen, my bad. It's May 4th somewhere. But I'm definitely coming on live tomorrow for the U.S. market and be like, May 4th. Oh, happy May 4th to everybody who's not in the U.S. right now. If you're watching the stream, thank you for coming. And May the 4th be, May 4th be, I said May the 4th. Oh my God. May the 4th be with you. I'm watching, I'm catching up on Star Wars stuff as we speak. Andor. Awesome story. You take space and Star Wars out of it, it's an awesome story. It's just the story of oppression. I love it. And rebels doing what they got to do to escape the oppression, to end it, the tyranny. It's a good story. It's a good story. They should have picked someone else to play the main dude. I believe them going with him even now was the wrong idea, but it's a good story. It's great. Check it out if you have the time. Owen says, if you're married after the 10-year mark, you're probably involuntary celibate. Let's face. Listen, I can't. I don't want an adolescence moment, Owen. You're trying to bait me into an adolescence moment. I don't want it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a movie called Adolescence dealing with just this. Go check it out. It's a good movie too. You know what I like about the Adolescence movie? They do it in one whole take. Check it out. It's the camera just moves with them the whole time. There's no cut. Well, each scene has a cut, and it's not each scene. It's a series. And I think it's a 4-episode series, and each episode obviously starts with one cut, but through the whole episode, there's no cuts. The camera follows them around. It's one long take. It's impressive. It's impressive. If you want to see something impressive in filmmaking, go check out Adolescence. It's not only is it a good movie, it's a good watch in the technical aspects of filmmaking. Really good movie. Parmesan, whose name I love, says, I have a GOAT 10.3, as you should, and I'm itching for a new pen. I know you guys love ceramic, and we do. We love ceramic around here. If there's any reason for fear damage to the, is there any reason for fear damage to the glass? No. The reason for that is because the glass has got films over them. All of these devices, well, if you believe Jay, and I do, Jay says that there's some Onyx devices that don't have a writing film on them. It's just glass. I don't know about that, but I do know that all of the devices that I have currently have a writing film on them. And that writing film protects the glass layer underneath. So back in the day, when eInk devices were first being used for note-taking, there were no films on these devices. The glass layer that the actual eInk layer was being written on and damaged by people who are using hard nibs on them. But the industry learned from this. And after people damaging their devices, they started putting what they call lenses over them. Right? They got a glass lens over the e-ink screens now. And not only that, the glass film or the glass lens has a writing film on it. So you got double protection there, bruh. You got double protection from your ink, from your actual e-ink display. So no worries here. I've been using them for the whole time I've been doing e-ink here, and I have not had one problem with scratching on any of my devices. Even the Tab series devices, which don't have a writing film on them, but they do have a anti-glare surface on the Tab devices. You know what though? Dang, you know what, chat? The new Tab XC may not have a writing surface. It may just be like the other Tab devices where they have not a writing surface on them, but it just has a anti-glare film. Now that anti-glare film will protect your screen as well. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot thinner and sparse than the normal writing surface they would normally put on there. But there's a surface there, okay? So you will be protected even if you use a ceramic nib on the Tab devices, which have no writing surface. They got that anti-glare surface, and that's enough. Mr. Mike says the GOAT 10.3 does not have a film on it. No? So what are they doing? What creates the surface on there? Do you know? Oh, is it like the Remarkable Paper Pro where the actual glass has been treated to have a surface? The nano etch situation? I don't believe that. I literally don't believe that there's no coating on the GOAT 10.3. I have to be. I gotta know what you know, Mike. Where'd you get this information from? I gotta know what you know. Because if I were writing on glass with some of the hard stuff, and I've been using some really hard nibs and testing my own nib, it's etched glass. It's interesting. I know Remarkable does that on the Remarkable Paper Pro. But that's the reason I don't like ceramics on that. But I gotta tell you, I have the GOAT 10.3 and I've been using ceramics on it the whole time. And no issues. So I think you're good. I think you're good, Palm. Yeah, I definitely want to know where you and Jay got that info from, Mike, because I want to know what you guys know. I want to be as confident as you guys are in saying that. Because I got to tell you, the Go 10.3 feels just like the Note Air 4C as far as the writing feel goes. Well, not just like, right? But very similar. And I know that has a film on it. Like 100%, I know that has a film on it. I just don't know about the Go 10.3. All right. And that was the talk of the USI. So thinness won't become of this. It's not more affordable, but a video coming. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Get sub to the channel. That video is coming this week. It will be a very good watch. I'm also putting this in article form on the website. So this will be the first article that I put up on the website as well. The website should be geared for articles by the end of this week as well. So this will be interesting. It's an interesting write-up I'm doing, and I'm proud of it, 100%. All right. Mr. Mike says, yes, the notes definitely do have a film on them. I'll get you the source when I'm not laying down feeling so tired. Okay, no problem. Whenever you can, Mike, just hit me up in the Discord. Speaking of which, if you like this conversation and you want to continue this conversation past the live show, you can check us out on the Discord. I have the link in the description of the Discord down below for the invite. And if you get invited there, you will be able to check out some of our channels. I'm working on getting a subscription-based service working, but everyone should have access to every channel that we're talking and having conversations in. So definitely definitely use the invite in the description if you want to continue the conversation in Discord. We have fun over there. We got a lot of people there. It's someone we were in Discord at 3 a.m. last night talking about stuff. So I mean, it's a good time no matter what time zone you're in. It's a good time. Check us out. What else we got here? I think that's it. You guys. That was all we talked about through the week. We got more stuff coming up this week, though. This week we're going to be talking about my notes series on tablets is going to be on the Supernote. So for the last 2 weeks on my live, I've been talking about the Viwoods tablet. This week I'm going to talk about the Supernote device. So all of my notes that I have on Supernote, because I haven't done a review on any of the Supernote devices. I'm not a review dude. I'm a testing dude. I like to test stuff and then bring forth my findings. But I am going to do a review. And we'll go over some of the notes I have on the Supernote platform. Jay says it's true. We're degenerates. Complimentary in Discord for sure. Discord was so fun today. I was in here laughing for like an hour straight over Discord. Discord's so fun. And we're talking about tech, so we're just geeking out, having fun, doing nerdy stuff. It's awesome. We all do nerdy stuff except Jay. Jay goes out. He's in bars. He's doing stuff. He's meeting people. I'm at home. So yeah, there we go. That's the show. I can barely see in here now. I don't know how I'm seeing myself on camera right now. Listen, this is a testament to Sony. It's dark as crap in this room right now because the sun has totally gone down, but you guys can still see me. Sony, you're doing a good job. Sony, you're doing a great job. Jay says, your review on the Tab Mini C was one of the things that got me to buy one, to be honest. Oh, listen, I should put out more reviews. People say that all the time. Your review on this and that got me to do this. And I'm like, I don't even really do reviews like that. I should do more. I should do more reviews because I think sometimes there are things that I think that I write down that I don't put out in my testing because it's just a review thing and I don't really do reviews like that. He's like, dude, we got to get you some Zyrtec or something. Am I that swollen? Oh my God. Yo, all right. So I found out we'll talk about it Monday. I found out my eye isn't swollen from pollen. It's something else. I got something in it and we'll talk about that. When I went disc golf is a gift and a curse. So many things have happened over disc golf, but it's an awesome sport. All right, I think that's it, you guys. Let's go ahead and get this outro music going. Oh boy, whoa! Let's get this outro music going. Where is it at? Let's find this outro music. Oh snap! The invite link is invalid apparently. No, All right, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Thank you. Let's fix that invite right now. I can't believe that. I set that invite to never expire. Let me go in there right now and see if I can get that changed. All right, so invite link. Expire in never. No limit. Oh, it was 7 days. Oh, snap. It was a 7-day link. My bad, chat. My bad. All right, let me go put that in there right now. Let's put that in there right now. All right. Okay. All right, so that link should be good. All right, the link should be good forever now. So I'm just going to leave that link and put that link in all of the live shows so we won't have to worry about that again. And we can just invite people. Wow, I said I thought I... Oh, so I look that swollen, you guys? Oh, my gosh. So you are peer pressuring me into installing Discord, and then you put an invite link out there. Yeah, get Discord. Use the invite link. It's a good time. It really is. It really is. All right. So yeah, I didn't know I looked puffy. Thanks for telling me. All late. All right. Anyway, I got some recommendations from eInk on things I could take to maybe the pollen is getting to me. Maybe the pollen is getting. I know that it's getting to me because I'm sneezing and I'm drowsy, or you know what I'm talking about, a little more than normal. By the way, right, if you did a review on the MobiScribe, that would be valuable for a lot of people. Okay, you know what? I'll do that. He said, I have Discord. I can't click the invite link. What? He said, if only I could open the box. I got stuff over here I need to open. I really need to. I got the security cam that we talked about a long time ago. I haven't opened yet. I got a box from Remarkable that I don't even know what it is in it. It's over there. I haven't opened that yet. There's one more. There's two. The MobiScribe is there, and one more device is over there. I don't know what it is in that box. It's a box from. I don't know. I have to look at it again. But I got like 4 devices I need to open over there and do videos on. All right. Okay, I'm out. Let me put that. Did I even start the outro music? I didn't. All right, there we go. Bam. Outro music going. Okay. Outro music initiated. Yeah, check me out next week, you guys. We're going to go over some Supernote points. I'm going to release the video on the USI next week as well. It's going to be a good week. Aaron said, just send me the unopened boxes. You know, it's funny because I would listen to YouTubers before I started doing YouTube, and they'd be like, "Oh, I got stuff that I haven't opened yet, and I'm just gonna do one big video opening all the boxes at one time and just talk about them all." And I'm like, dude, I'd be so excited to open them. Sometimes you just got a lot to do, and you're like, "Oh, I don't have the energy to open that right now and get excited for it." And I don't want to not be excited for stuff that I've asked people for. Palmer says maybe it's because you are not wearing the glasses. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a bit. I think that plays into it too, Parmesan. I'm not gonna hold you. I think that plays into it too, for real. All right, everybody. That's gonna be the show for this week. Wow, last show of the week. Join me next week when we talked about more USI stuff, where we talk about Supernote stuff, and we talk about all the other tech stories of the week and the day too. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for being awesome. Go ahead and like the video. Let's like, you guys. Whoever, there's 9 people right here. Can I see 9 likes? Can I get 9 likes? Not 9 lives, just 9 likes. It's dark in here. Now the darkness is coming. Now you can see the dark. It's time to go. It's time to go. Okay, the darkness is coming. It's even more profound than what it was before. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. I will see you next week. And until then, take care.